everyone, my name is Rafal and I would like to welcome you to my channel. And today I would like to go through few accessories I've been constantly using for my flash photography, and as well I've been using them for all my headshot session. And I thought most of the times you cannot really see those items, but I thought it's worth it to talk about them because they can be very useful. They can protect your gear. They can also make your life much easier, and it also can speed up your session because you change and do things much quicker. So let's jump into this topic because I think some of those things, I don't know if you guys use them or not, but I would highly recommend them to get them because they're gonna definitely change the way you work. So the item number one, I would like to talk about it. I know it's gonna sound funny, but it's actually just a rubber wristband. And I've been using this for several years, and I think this little thing can really just protect your equipment and makes your life easier. So let me explain what I mean. First of all, what I do with this, just mount this around the flash head. And what it does, it just protects my head from my speed lights whenever I mount it into the adapter for my softbox. And those adapters sometimes stay very plasticky, they're very harsh. So whenever you start tightening up the flash, you might either scratch the flash head or you can actually just damage it. And several years ago, actually, that's what happened. I just tightened it a little bit too hard, and my flash head just basically cracked, and I was just very upset, and I kind of had to find out some kind of solution, and I found, hey, this is gonna be the easiest fix and just works like a charm. And you can get them literally anywhere. They're extremely cheap. You can get them even for free sometimes. There's a lot of those events where they're giving them out, and yeah, you just mount them on the flash head and you're ready to go. And the second useful thing you can do with this, whenever you're using some colorful filters, you can just mount them into this rubber band as well. So highly recommend it. I think it's really cool, really easy to use. It's extremely cheap. It's gonna definitely protect your speed lights, and also you can use this for some other things. So the item number two I would like to talk about it is little grid. And I've been using this for, again, many years. This whole thing is extremely useful, especially when you shoot in very tight locations and you can't really just have second softbox, and you need to have some kind of hair light. And the way it works, you just mount on the speed light. Takes literally 30 seconds to do that, and you're ready to go. In this particular company, and I will link them into the description box so you guys can go directly to their website and just see how much they cost and all this information. But this has a couple different grids which is going to give you different spread of light. So this is extremely useful. You can really take advantage of this. And the second thing what you can do with this, whenever you need to just lit up a little bit of your background and you need some specific directional light, this also can be very useful. So I use this for both, for lighting up my background, and also I use that for the hair light, especially in those locations where it's tight and there's no way I can actually have additional softbox. So highly recommend it. You guys can really do a lot of interesting things with this little item. The next thing what I would like to talk about it is something which is extremely similar, but give you a few more additional, I would say, things you can do with this. So this company is called Magmod. I'm sure you guys heard about it. They're very popular in photography world. I purchased this not a long time ago. Someone recommended that to me, and I was like, I will take a shot and see what this whole thing is all about. And basically you just have this magnetic item which has a couple things. One has a grid, which also you can use to have more directional light, and actually I like this a little bit better than their other one because this covers much bigger area. And what happens is this other one has circular directional light. This one covers the entire area of the speed light, which especially is really good for the backgrounds when you're shooting horizontally and you don't want to have this circle or like vignette. This can give you much kind of, I would say, wider area to cover. And the second thing what I can do with this is little, actually another little thing, magnetic kind of plate or something, I don't know how you can even call this, where you just much quicker mount your filters, or those colorful filters I was talking about, and just kind of put them on your speed light. The one thing what I didn't like about it is the way you have to mount it on the speed light, because this is this little rubbery band which you actually have to mount it on the speed light. And what I found, especially at the beginning when this whole thing is new, it takes a little bit of, I would say, effort and a little bit of kind of hard work to kind of put that on. And I was struggling a little bit, especially with those speed lights which have much bigger flash head. Those small ones is a different story, but the big ones, you need to really stretch this beforehand to make this work. But after a while, when you're used to it, it's much easier. And the same thing when it comes to taking this off, you have to just kind of yank it off the speed light. So I didn't really like that, because I don't know if I'm going to damage the speed light, but now I actually have some kind of few methods to do that. So I think this is really useful. The next item I would like to talk about it, and I've been yapping about this for many years. I want to talk a little bit about the colorful filters. And again, I don't want to go much deep into this. There's several other videos I've already done, which you guys can find it when I talk specifically about colorful filters. But I think this little gadget is extremely useful, and especially when you're shooting in the locations where you want to add a little bit of different colors or different tones to your background. Those filters can be very useful. As I mentioned before, they sit in my closet for many years, and one day I've decided to try them on and see what I'm gonna get, and I was just blown away the results. So I've been religiously using them for years now. There's a lot of different ones on the market right now, and you guys can do kind of own little research. But this company, actually, it's really good. I don't know how you spell it. I think you spell it Rogue. Really good, very robust. You can bend them. You can do a lot of I would say crazy things with them, and they're gonna still work. So the last item I would like to talk about it, I've been using this religiously for many years, is this flash point adapter. And this is very useful, especially when you just want to have the light in specific direction, and whenever you mount your speed light just on the stand, there's not much what you can do. You can just go up or down with the height. But if you need a specific direction, this little item can do the trick for you, especially when you shooting in those tight locations and you need this light have directed specific way. Okay, so that would be everything. I hope that was interesting. If you guys have any specific questions, please feel free to contact me. I'll be more than happy to answer all your concerns. At the same time, if there's anything else you guys would like to add to this list, I would love to listen. If you guys have any accessories which you guys use and they're very useful and they help you with your photo shoot, I would definitely love to kind of hear it. Again, there's so much stuff right now on the market that it's even hard to follow all those little items. I know there's also things which I've tried and I didn't use because I thought they didn't work as much as I would love to. I don't want to talk about it because I think it's just a wasting of time, and you don't have to hear what stuff you don't want to buy. Maybe, I think maybe I went too far. Maybe I think that would be a good video, which accessories are useless for our sessions. Maybe I think that's going to be idea for the next video. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please stay in touch, and I'll chat with you guys very soon. Bye bye.